What's going on, everyone? My name is Marco, and today I'm going to be unboxing a monitor, which is a new step for the channel. I've been doing mostly just kind of small peripherals, keyboards, mice, and internal components as well. But today I'm going to be doing a monitor, so I'm pretty excited about that, and it's going to be the Dell S2716 DGR. This monitor is going to be a 27-inch panel. It's going to be a resolution of 2560 by 1440, and what makes it really special here is that it's going to be 144 Hz refresh rate with G-Sync. So that made it pretty cool. I mean, you can't really get a 4K monitor today, at the time of filming anyway, that's going to be over 60 Hz. It's not really something that people are probably going to be able to find, nor for the price that you want to pay for it. So this one here, I was able to get for $350 on sale at Best Buy. So that's a pretty good deal, I think, for this kind of monitor, because I was looking at 1080p, 144 Hz ones for around there, and when I saw the 1440p one, it definitely made me want to go ahead and pick that up instead. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into the unboxing itself. Alright, so here's going to be the box itself here. Not really much going on the box with this monitor in particular. It just kind of shows you playing some games, because it's kind of what this monitor is geared towards here. Now, it's not going to be one of your full-fledged monitors like your Asus Predator or Acer Predator. I get it confused. I think it's Asus Predator monitors. They don't really look the part, is what I want to kind of say. Like, those other monitors are like all like red and black, and I think some of them even have LEDs on them. So this looks like a normal office monitor, but it's not. I've used one of these in the past. It's really good, and that's why, like I was saying earlier, for the price, I just could not pass this monitor up at all. So definitely fits well on my desk, and it's going to fit well on this desk as well. So I'm excited about putting it up here in this location. So yeah, so we're going to go ahead and open this up. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and turn this over to the back now, where our seal is going to be on it. So over here, it'll also say to you that you're going to be able to experience gaming at its best, so that's cool there. So fast-moving graphics, responsive gameplay, and twice the detail of full HD, just easily for comfort, perfect for hours and hours of competition. And then they're backed by Dell service and all that good stuff there. This monitor does have a couple of different I/O options here, which is going to be great for you guys if you're going to be playing on a console as well as PC. Because I'm one of those people who plays on PC as well as PS4. I have some friends on both consoles, on both types of consoles there. So it always comes in handy to be able to have a speaker out, 3.5mm line out. So this does have that. It has a USB 3.1 hub on it as well. It's going to come with a cable in it that's going to connect from the monitor itself to your computer. It's a USB 3.1 cable. If I'm not mistaken, it's 3.1, but it's blue anyway, so it's at least 3.0. Yeah, so you're going to have a hub there, which is practical, I guess, but it's also not that practical to reach behind your monitor to plug stuff in once in a while, so maybe that's more if you want to plug in your keyboard or mouse, or in my case, a gaming mouse pad maybe for, I don't know, but yeah, so there's that there, and then we have an HDMI in as well, which is going to come in handy for you guys on console, or if you're not going to be using the DisplayPort interface, you can use that as well, and a DisplayPort cable as well. It's DisplayPort 2.0. So you're going to want to use that more than likely if your graphics card supports it, as this does also come with a DisplayPort cable, so you're set up in that department already. Aside from that, we're going to have, like I said, our 3.5mm line out here, which is going to be great for console or for even just playing on PC games, because both DisplayPort and HDMI do carry audio, as I'm sure most of you guys know. It does carry audio, so what's going to happen is you can actually set, in Windows anyway, your output device to be your monitor, and then from there, it would just go out to your speakers anyway, so that's a little bit less cabling to have behind your computer, which is nice in my opinion. But for me, I mostly use my gaming headset anyway, so I don't really come into that problem. But on console, I really do use the 3.5mm out, so I can set it up with my speakers in my room. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and open this up here. We're going to go ahead and break this seal up here with the trusty knife here. So we're going to pull these little tabs out and open this up. Alright, sweet. So what we're going to want to do now is just kind of move it so that it's this way, so that all of our stuff is contained within the box, and we don't kind of mess anything up and have it fall out, because that would not be a good time, would it? So we're going to go ahead and do that. So here we are inside the box here. I've already kind of moved this aside a bit, but this is what you're going to see when you open it up here. We're going to have our guide here, it looks like, on how to actually assemble the monitor and kind of what it does. Yeah, here's some assembly instructions here, it looks like, and how to actually connect stuff to it and how to use the mount and all that. So we'll set that aside right now. And then we have some more documentation over here, some drivers and all that. I mean, I haven't needed to use this yet for my version of this monitor here, but maybe you would, depending on what OS you're using or something along those lines. So that's all cool there. We're going to go ahead and set all this aside. And then we're going to go ahead and check out the cables we get included with this. We're going to get our standard 3-pin power cable that we use in power supplies and pretty much every other electronic device that requires a good amount of power. So that's cool there. We got that. We have our USB 3.0 or 3.1, whatever it is, one of those things from your monitor right here, the adapter that goes into the monitor. We have that to a regular USB, which is going to go ahead and plug into your computer. So that's that there. And then finally, as far as cables are concerned, we have our DisplayPort cable. That's going to be DisplayPort 2.0. One thing I did notice about this cable here, which might throw some of you for a loop, it was kind of interesting to me, was that this one doesn't have any locking mechanism on it. So most DisplayPort cables will have like a little lock you have to press to remove it. Not so on this one. This one here just kind of slides in and out like any other cable, like HDMI or something like that. So it's a little bit weird in that way, but not a huge deal, obviously. So we'll set that aside as well. And now we'll move on and see what we got else in the box here. So on the very bottom, or on the top rather I should say here, we've got our actual bottom mount for the monitor. So we'll go ahead and open this up. And then this is going to be what we have for the bottom here. We're going to have the NVIDIA G-Sync logo there. So that's a nice little touch there. Some people might not like it because, you want to make it a little more clean looking, but that's not a huge deal. You could pull that off. I like it because I think it looks cool. So that's just me. This part of the mount right here does rotate. If you could see that, it does rotate a bit. You can turn it all sorts of ways. So that's a nice touch there they gave you, so you could always rotate the monitor. I mean, there's a lot of adjustment in this mount, in my opinion anyway. This is probably my most expensive monitor I've ever played with ever before, so I'm sure there's more expensive monitors out there with some more features, but I'm pretty happy with this one. So we'll set that aside. And then on this one here, we're going to have the actual part that connects from the monitor to the mount. We'll go ahead and pull this out here. So this is going to be the part that goes into the mount here. The mount's going to slide into here, and you're going to screw it on with the supplied screw down there. And this is going to be your hole just to run cables through it and all that stuff like that. And on the back of the monitor here, we have a nice Dell logo. It looks nice. And this, of course, is where the monitor connects to, kind of clicks on in. And yeah. So we'll go ahead and assemble this stuff here. And we'll just pull out the rest of the stuff first, which is all that's left, I think, is the monitor at this point, if I remember correctly. So go ahead and pull out all this cardboard here. And yeah, it's the monitor that's left, so we'll go ahead and get that bad boy out of there. Little tedious to do this, though. It is kind of a heavy monitor, but I mean, the goal here is not to bring it around everywhere you go. I mean, if you're going to go to LAN parties, maybe, but I don't think I'd bring this monitor to LAN parties if it were me, so yeah, so we're going to go ahead and actually just connect the monitor to the mount real fast, because that'll make it a little bit safer to manage, and I can kind of clean up this area so I don't have to worry about dropping it or anything like that. So yeah, I'll be right back when I have all that set up. I am going to take this opportunity actually to go ahead and show you guys the I/O on the back of this thing here. So like I was saying, if you can actually see it, I'm trying to get the right angle there. There we go. That should be alright. No, maybe not. There we go. Alright. So what we're going to have here is the I/O I was mentioning before. We have our USB 3.1 adapter here that's going to go from the monitor to your computer, and then of course your hub in here where you can connect devices. We have our HDMI here, our DisplayPort here, and our 3.5mm out, and our power cable goes over here. So I'm going to go ahead and get this thing mounted up and then show you guys how it looks all set up. Alright, so here it is fully assembled. I'm going to pull this off. And yeah, so that's pretty much it there. I mean, looks pretty nice overall. I really like the way the monitor looks. It has all kinds of adjustments here that you can see. And I mean, so overall, I think for the price, especially on the sale I was able to purchase it at, it's a really good deal monitor. Just looks super nice, and having G-Sync is a really cool thing, especially at this price point with 144 Hz and 1440p. I mean, and the size of a panel. It's an awesome deal, I think. So yeah, guys, that'll pretty much sum it up. I appreciate you watching my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please remember to comment and subscribe to my channel, of course. I'll be doing more stuff like this in the future, obviously, as I've been doing so far, so there'll be more of this stuff. So yeah, guys, thanks a lot.